on the group to please join, because I was trying to do a lot at the same time. So please help me tag them on the group to please join. Moyo, I taking attendance. Thank you for joining. Who else do I have on this lab? I think there's a typographical error on the text. Please forgive it. I don't think I can actually edit it on the live where I'm supposed to write makeup. Hi, Oluwakemi. Thank you for joining. Please help me tell people on the, help me tag them on the group so that they can just use the art to help me tag people too, so that I can prompt them to look at the group. Hi, Kemi. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So let's just have more people join. New month, by the way, we have the year, and what a way to start the second half. Yes, thank you, ma. I'm taking attendance, so please let me just drop your just say hi. Thank you for joining. Please help me share this on your status. You never can tell who this will be beneficial. The fact that does not mean that they cannot enjoy one or two benefits from this class. Hi, okay, Azera Fabric, I got that. Thank you. So I'm just going to be doing screenshots today for, yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Please let me just use the art button, the art key to, so I don't know. How do I do it now? Okay. Yes. So in exactly 2 minutes from now, I'm going to start, whether or not the rest of the people join. Usually people that say we should start by 6 o'clock. So I just expected that there will be, some sort of prompt that will be prompt today's class. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Who else do I have here? I have 6 people on this live. Meanwhile, there are 49 people on the group. Hi, Okunades Esther. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Please help me share this on your WhatsApp status so that people can benefit from this class. And please, if you have joined, double tap on your screen to like. Just double tap like this. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Okay. All right. Temitope, thank you. Thank you. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Thank you. All right, so we are going to start in 1 minute actually. Thank you for joining. Please share this link on your status. Let people join. Even if they're not able to join the class, they can actually benefit 1 or 2 things from this class. So I'm going to tell you like in 2 minutes why I started this class, why I'm running a free class. So God favored me in the month of, what month was that now? I think May, thereabouts, and I got, favor gift from somebody, and, to help this, my channel. And I decided to, sort of give thanks to God and also find something that I can do for somebody or for people. And then that was how this idea came to me, that I should run a free makeup class. It's been a burden when I see people not doing their makeup correctly. I'm always burdened in my heart, and what other way to give back than just teaching you how to do your own base makeup. If I am to do this class, if I'm even going to do a promo class, I'm going to be charging 50,000 naira for 2 days. So right, in as much as you are not paying for the class, please note that if you were actually paying, I would have made a lot of money. So just help me calculate 50 times 50, 50,000 times 50. That's a lot of money, right? But I said, well, you know what, I'm going to give back to my girlies. Whoever is interested in this class, I'm going to give back to them for free, and I'm going to somehow go a little bit deeper than usual. In case you don't know anything about makeup, I can't just start teaching you without letting you know, some people have never even heard the word foundation, they've not heard the word concealer, they've not heard the word blush. So that's why you see that I'm doing a more intense personal makeup class. So that's why I'm doing this class. So I just want you to please take this class as serious as it is. It's very serious to me, and I want you to take it that serious. So I don't know if we can hear me, because I see that the comment has stopped coming in. And please, let's prompt the group so that the rest of them can join. Because in as see, I will not even lie to you, this class, in as much as is a free class, I'm doing more work, like having to prompt people to do assignment, submit your assignment, you know is more work on me, because again, it's a free class. Even if you had paid for the class, I will not follow you up, because I mean, your money is on the line. If you had paid for the class, I'm sure you really want following me up, because again, your money is on the line. But I see that in as much as it's free, it's more stressful. But then again, it's something that God gave me. I'm going to do it, however, at least for this time, I'm going to do it. So without any further chit chat and yapping, I'm just going to open this meeting in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, I thank you for my sisters. I thank you for the women that you have given me in this class, and I want to say thank you so much for ushering us into another half of the year. We thank you for what you did with us in the last. And Father, as we start today's meeting, Father, we ask in the name of Jesus, oh God, that you come and teach us. Holy Spirit, you are the greatest teacher. You are the one that can teach us all things, Lord. Father, help my sisters, to learn what they have come here to learn. At the end of the day, that they will become better. They will know how to do their own makeup. That whatever I'm going to be teaching them, they will understand. Their understanding is open in the name of Jesus. Oh, Father, I thank you. Thank you because it is done. For in Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. Somebody say amen. So please say amen down in the comments. All right, thank you. Thank you, Oluwaseyi. Thank you. So in case you have not liked this live, double tap on your screen to like. So today is as if it's even today that we're starting the class. But then again, if you missed last week's class, please go and check the chats. Sorry, the live is recorded. So another benefit of actually doing this on YouTube live is because it can be recorded for people who are unable to attend, or people maybe you didn't get everything that I'm saying. You can actually go back and rewatch. So as opposed to doing it on other platforms, which I don't know how Google Meet actually work. So that's why I said let me do it on my YouTube live, because YouTube automatically saves any live so it automatically records and saves it once it's done. So yes, you see what I'm doing for you people. All right, so we're just going to jump right into the class. So today we are learning basic makeup tools and products. So I just want to say this class, the class that we are attending, the lessons we're learning, the tutorials you're going to be doing is just as important as the products you need to have and the tools you need to have. So as a beginner in makeup, there are some certain basic tools that you should have as a woman, not as a makeup artist. So as a woman that wants to start doing her own makeup, so there are some basic makeup tools that you should have. So I would say maybe when you are starting out, I would say please avoid things like sets, things that come in sets, things that come in palettes, things that come in palettes or in sets. What I mean by that is, but please, if you have the money, by all means you can go all out for it. But I see that a lot of people are really talking about budget right now. So if you are working on a budget, you want to avoid things like sets. I'm not saying Fola in this live, Fola Shade, Fola's fragrance, I've not seen you. So things that come in set, you want to actually avoid it. Like you can buy a broad set, but then again, why I would always recommend that you don't buy things in set, because sometimes when things come in set, you might eventually have lots of things that you don't actually need or you can't even use. So then of what essence is it that you are buying that stuff instead? So we are going to actually start immediately. So the first thing I want to talk about is makeup tools. All right, so there are some certain tools you need to have. So one of it is brushes. You need to have brushes. Is a tool, is a makeup tool. So what I mean by makeup tools are the things that you use to apply makeup. So you need brushes, and of course you need beauty blender. So I'm going to be showing you people. So this is my brush. Trust me, is a lot because I am an artist. I'm not expecting that you have this amount of brush, but then again, if you can afford it, please by all means go out, spoil yourself silly, buy set if you can afford it. But if you're working on a budget, you might not need all of those brushes. I have this amount. That's because I'm an artist. I work on different faces, and I would always need multiple of each brush. Yeah, so you need a brush, or you need brushes, not a brush. You need brushes, and of course you need a beauty blender. So this is what, so I just finished using this. That's why it's this dirty. So this is a beauty blender. Anybody knows this? Anybody knows this? Do you know this? Please comment below. Tell me that it's not your first time seeing this. You have seen this thing somewhere, either in a video or you've heard about it, or you know it. Please drop me a comment. Do you know this? Do you know this beauty blender? Please respond to me. Okay, thank you. All right, so this is a beauty blender. This is a makeup tool that you should have and that you must have. And this is a makeup brush as well, and you need like a tweezer. So I didn't get the picture of a tweezer. So I don't know if anybody knows a tweezer. So a tweezer is something that you can use to clip your lashes into your to clip your false lashes. So tweezer is different from lash curler, so that we know. So you need a tweezer. These are, although a tweezer is actually optional for people who can actually just put their lash on their eye. For example, let me show you. Come in. So this is my lash pack, for example. So in case I do not want to, or maybe I have really sensitive eyes, I don't know where my tweezer is. It's kind of far from me. So but for me, I usually will pick my lash like this and put it onto my eyes the way that I want it. But if you cannot do that, maybe you are really sensitive or you just like the effigy of it, you can just like use a tweezer. Oh Lord, I didn't get a picture of it. Please, does anybody know what a tweezer is? And if you don't know what a tweezer is, please comment below, so that maybe I can send a picture of that. Or maybe you know it, but you don't know what it looks like. Comment below. Do you know what a tweezer is? So you can use it to pick your lash, and then okay, you don't. Okay, I'm going to send a picture of a tweezer. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. So for the sake of Fola Shade and Fola, I was actually looking for you. Thank you, Kemi. Kemi says she knows. So a tweezer, they use it to apply false lash, right? If you are someone that you want to, hi Olua Funke, thank you. So you want to just apply your, what's it called now, your false lash. So you use it to pick your false lash instead of using your bare hands. So use it to pick your, oh Lord, I don't know where my tweezer is, but it's somewhere. I don't want to stand up and begin to disrupt this video. So use it to pick your lash from the pack like this and insert on your natural lash instead of using your hand. For somebody like me, I would use my hand to pick my lash. Or sometimes when I'm doing Instagram effigy, I just go ahead to use my my tweezers to just go in like that, so that I look all polished and all put together. You know what I mean? But then again, either ways, it works for me without my hand and all of that. So yeah, so we have talked about brushes and we've talked about tweezers. So there's another one called lash curler, which I think most Nigerians don't use. It's mostly, the white. But then again, you use, so a lash curler is like, I don't have a picture of it. You know what, let me show you. Let me just Google it on my other phone, so a picture of it, so that you see. I didn't know that people who did not know all of this. So that's why, you see, that's why it's expedient that I start this class from fresh. Imagine I'm doing a video and I'm saying just use a tweezer, and then you don't even know what a tweezer is. So that's just it. I've actually not installed some app on this phone. So, but you know what? I'm going to send a picture of it after this class in the group, so that you know. So, a lash curler is used to curl your lashes. Okay, wait. Okay. I'm trying to do, I don't want to play a video in this live because I'm avoiding copyright. This is YouTube. So I don't want to play a video that has a sound. So I don't know if you can see something like this. You see this video here where they're using something to plug hairs. So that's like a tweezer. You can use that to, so you can use that to plug out your hairs, of course, and or to put on your lashes. So that's a tweezer. So now that we have got, but I will still send a picture of it on the group after this class. Woo! So after this class, I will send a picture of what a tweezer and what a lash curler is on the group. Okay, so we're just going to move straight to the brushes that you need. All right, so like I said, you don't need all of these brushes. You just need, so most of the times when we buy powder, we see like a puff in it. There's a puff, like that round, foam. It looks like something like this, but is round. How many of us know what I'm talking about? So I don't have it because I don't use it. So, but every powder, every brand you buy would definitely have, that foam in it. However, you will see a foam if you just, especially if you just bought it. So, but for the sake of this class, I'm going to educate you. Please do not use that foam to apply your powder. Use a powder brush. Use a powder brush to, so you need something like this. Is a powder brush, just one, it's okay. I have multiple powder brushes. That's because I can actually go to a place where I have multiple clients to deal with, so I'll just like use different powder brushes for different clients. So that is why, a set of brush should be highly beneficial to an artist and not someone who's just doing personal makeup, right? So you need something like this, a powder brush that's soft, that's human hair, that is everything natural hair. I've been using, so now this is one brush that I've been using. This particular brush, I kid you not, I've been using it since 2018. Is it now? That's it, 2018, 2019. So I've been using it for that, to buy a particular brand or a particular product. So this is a one-time buy. That is if you don't have it currently, which I know that most of you don't. So this is a powder, a fluffy powder brush that actually I got this from Tara. Anyways, this Tara brand, but I know a lot of powder brushes that you're gonna love, that I can help you buy in case you are ready. Of course, you should be ready. So you need a powder brush, one, and then you need a concealer brush for your eyebrows. So this is one of it. So I just use this one, so that's why it's dirty. So you need a concealer brush. So sometimes it comes in an angle form or in this rounded form. So yeah, this is a concealer brush. Although you can actually, but this is a concealer brush. I don't know if you can see it. You need a concealer. So I'm going to be holding all the brushes as I introduce one. I hold it here so that you see what I'm saying. So you need a concealer brush, and then you need a blending brush, something like this for your concealer. Actually, something like this, there's a bit, yes, a bit angled or rounded, a brush like this to blend out your concealer. Why you need something like this? Because it's small and it can walk through like this when you want to blend in the concealer after applying. For example, you applied the concealer with this brush, and then you go in with this one to blend out your concealer. So you need these two brushes for your eyebrows, right? And then we'll move on to eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, you need 3 brushes for your eyeshadow, and I'm going to be explaining why you need 3 brushes. So I'm going to bring out the 3 brushes that I use for my eyeshadow. Okay. All right. So please help me tell people on the group to please join. So you need 3 brushes like this for your eyeshadow. Why you need 3 brushes like this? Because you need one, for example, you need one for your dark shades. Dark shades, there are 2 dark shades that you will most likely work with, which is brown and black. So you need one that you can just use to pick up the dark shade and put here. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So this is what the job of this one is, just strictly to pick up a dark shade. Yes, you're going to use it to pick up any that either black or brown. You're not using it for any other purpose. So you already know that this is your dark shade, what's it called, eyeshadow brush. So use it to pick up your brown or your black, but for the sake of this class you're picking up your brown because brown is easy to work with. So you need this to pick up your brown and put here, and then you need a blending brush for your crease. Yes, this is this, something like this, so to blend out whatever it is that you have picked up. I don't know if you can see what I'm saying. I purposely wore makeup for this class so that you can see what I'm saying. So to pick up to blend out, for example, I have put this what's it called now, I put this, wait, let me just practicalize this real quick. Okay, so can you hear me? Yes, I'll pass. It's okay. So I'm so sorry, my husband. You can pass, you're not in the frame. You're not in the frame. Okay, sorry, I digress. All right, so just in case so for example, I'm using this right now. Maybe I want to pick up this brown, so I'm going to use this one that I talked about to pick up this brown and put it here. For example, like most of the time, that is where your brown is going to be. That is for days that you want to do other color, you want to do something like this. Pick up the brown, put here, and then I'm going to use that blending brush that I talked about earlier to smoothing out anything. So yeah, just to smoothing it out. And then in case I want to wear another color, for example, either matte or shimmer. I'm going to talk about eyeshadow in another class, but so that sometimes you have like a brighter color here. For example, I want to wear this color, right? So I'm just going to use this one to pick it up and put it here. So I'm renting this my makeup because of this class. So I'm put it here. You see that? So that is why you need 3 brushes. So 3 brushes for your eyeshadow, and that is just okay. All right, 3 brushes, your eyeshadow brush. So I've added it to these brushes that we talked about here. And then you need another brush for your eyeliner. For people who mostly use, which I would recommend that you do in this class, if you're just joining this level, forgive this. Okay, maybe I should actually put that color on the other eye because I look a little bit dramatic, because I was trying to show you guys. So I don't even know what color did I pick now. So let me just put it here so that I don't look dramatic. Yeah, I think that's about it. So you see, I'm going to use my Bernie blush to just go over that so that I'm not dramatic. Hi Hanieta, thank you for joining. So yeah, you see the brushes that you need: 3 brushes for your eyeshadow, 2 for your eyebrows, 1 for your powder, right? And you're going to need, you know, an eyeliner brush. You need an eyeliner brush, which you can actually, this is my eyeliner brush, which you can actually use maybe an angled brush, for example, or any brush that is firm, that is not fluffy, so that you can pick up. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is my gel liner. This is actually from this Tehila Tehila gel liner, so which I'm going to recommend to all of you to buy. This is really beginner friendly and it is jet black. So in case I want to apply eyeliner, so I'm just going to use this brush to pick it from the pot here, right? You see, so this brush is not, you see that very jet black kind of eyeliner, like is really like nice Nigerian brand. I don't know, you guys be sleeping on Nigerian brands though. So you see that. So imagine I want to actually I want to use it, which I actually did use it in this video. You see, so I use it to apply my gel liner. So I've added it to the cart. All right, and then of course you need, I've talked about this beauty blender. This is for your foundation, your concealer, your blush, your contour. So there are a lot of things that you can actually do with this particular beauty blender. Is a multi-purpose kind of beauty blender, kind of makeup tool. So you use this for your concealer, your blush, your foundation, any cream products. You use your beauty blender to blend it in. Okay, see that? So yeah, beauty blender, very important. So we've added it to the cart. Thank you for liking my life, for those that are liking. And then we'll move on to, you know, the lip. You actually need, let's say, two brushes for your lip. One to pick up, probably, which sometimes I feel like, because it's your personal makeup, you actually do not need, maybe you need just 1 or 2. Let's just put it that way for your lip. So because me, I'm a makeup artist, I actually have a lot of lip lip brushes, because again I use it for multiple persons. So for the sake of this class, so you need 2 lip liner, 1 to pick up your liner, and of course to pick your main color. So for example, if I was going to use this brush, or you can actually go in with your lipstick directly on your lip, but to achieve like precision, you need a brush. You know, you can, this particular brush or any kind of brush that is small enough to go over your lip, not any kind of brush. You know, so why I like this one is because it has this pointed, you know, mouth that looks like a pencil. That I can just use it to go over my lip like this, and it would actually wear very well. Then I will use this one or this one to pick up the main color that I actually want to put in the middle, like this. Like for example, this color I'm wearing in the middle, to pick it up and then blend everything together. You know, use this one to blend this one, use this one to blend, and then smack my lip together. So that's about it for the lip. And then you actually need this brush. So a brush for people that like contour and you like to apply blushes, I would recommend that you buy 1 brush for both contour and for blush. So that, for example, I use this for my contour, but what I do for my contour and my blush, what I do is that I ensure that I do my contour first before I do the blush, so that the layering is not the other way around. So I do my contour like this, and then I go up and pick up the brush. Okay, So although for this class I always say that contour and blush application is optional. You can actually do without it, but it's expedient that you actually do your contour. You can actually do without it, just do your foundation and powder and be about it. But if you want to add dimensions, like you want to look the way that I am now, you want to contour your face, because most of the times when you apply foundation, it kind of takes out the dimensions of your face. So makeup is about removing and adding, removing and adding. So when you apply foundation on your face, for example, you have removed the dimensions. So foundation will make your face smooth, yeah, but it will also remove the dimensions on your face. So that's what you do with contour and highlights. So you're using highlights to bring back, hey guy, child, I'm beautiful, this is my highlight. So your highlight and your contour kind of add dimensions back on your face. So we have done that. So for people who love to use highlighter, what most people like to call bronzer, I don't even know how we came up with that, this shiny thing on the cheek, right? So yeah, yes. So this is a bronzer palette. Don't worry, I'm not recommending this to you because this is for makeup artists. This is a bronzer palette for different skin tone. So you need a bronzer brush, because why you need a bronzer, especially if you apply bronzer, why you need a bronzer brush is because when you pick up the bronzer, it's always shiny. So you don't want to mix any other products on a bronzer brush, so it's shiny. So if you pick up a bronzer brush or you use your foundation brush to do your bronzer, trust me, when you do your makeup again with that same brush, it will just mess up your entire face. So you just use separate brush for separate purposes. Pick up the product, for example, you're picking up this one, and then you go over it like this, over it like this. See that? You guys see that? So this is my own bronzer brush, so just to add a bit of a glow, where necessary, and that's about it. So you need a separate brush for just bronzer. You don't want to do two things with a bronzer brush. If not, it will make an entire mess of your face. So that's about the brushes that you need, and with a beauty blender. So let's count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are 11 brushes, right? So now, why there's some palette brush set that comes in 10s, that comes in 12s, and all of that. You say, oh, I want to buy a brush set. There's every tendency that you're not going to get some brushes in that brush. You might just have this powder brush too inside, meanwhile you're not going to do anything. So for people that you just want to buy your brushes separately, then when you want to explore, you can now say, okay, let me buy. Or what I would suggest is that, two people can actually gather money and buy a set of brush and share it. So if there's no one in that brush, you can now say, oh, okay, I'll just go and pick this one. That I think I used to do it for some customers in Tara. Then when I used to work there, I'll be like, okay, you can buy a set of brush, because to be very honest, a set of brush is more expensive. Can buy it. So two people can gather together and say, okay, let us buy a set of brush together, we're going to share it, and then go and pick up anyone that is not on the brush. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So, but if you can buy singles like this, yes, please, by all means, you will not regret it. I kid you not, especially these two brushes. In fact, these three, because any of this brush, I bought it from Tara. Any brush that you see in this with this body, I've had it since 2018, like I said. So I've had it. So it's an investment that you will not regret. Brushes is not something that you change every year, I promise you, especially if you're a pet. And then this is what I use for my customers. So it's not like maybe it's my personal, just what it lasts. I use it for my customers. I've been a makeup artist even before then, so I use it for my customers all the damn time. All I need to do is wash them and they are back to business. All right, So I don't know if we actually like got something from this class, from this step. So we're just finished with, you know, the brushes, set of brushes that you know, pieces of brushes that you need, and why you need them, what you need them for. Did anybody get anything from this brush explanation part? And then once you have your brush and then you have this beauty blender, you are good to start your makeup journey. You are good to go. These are tools that you need. And of course you need that what is it called, tweezer to pick up your lashes. You feel me? All right, so we are going to move on to, how many are they altogether? There are 11. I think I counted earlier. From what I explained, there are 11. To be very honest, I have seen, for those that said they have makeup brushes, I have seen your brushes. I kid you not, you all need to change your brushes. You need a new brush. You need new ones, because the truth is that sometimes you might be using the right products and the wrong tool. So it's not going to actually make sense that you are doing all of that. So, and sometimes you might be using the right tool and then you're using the wrong product. So that is why I said let us have this class. So please, and for the sake of this class, I will be helping you to buy a lot of things that you need, because you have to take it from me. I have tried and I've tested some things, because this is my field. This is where I specialize. So if I tell you that this thing is working, this is what you should use, please take my advice for it. Because if not, most of the times what we end up doing is penny wise pound foolish, because you buy something that you don't need, or you buy something that will not give you, you know, the results that you need, that will not make whatever it is you've learned to, you know, look like you've learned something. And then we're back to, why is my makeup not? And then I've had to, you know, advise someone on getting some things, and the person is like, oh, I have a cousin somewhere that will help me buy it. And at the end of the day, trust me, we ended up going back to what I actually talked about. And then you have spent money, and then we're back to, you know, the thing I talked about before. And especially if you're just starting out your makeup, trust me, I will say it for the vigilant time. Some makeup vendors don't know what to sell for it. Some people want to remove what is on their shelf. They want to sell it off. That's a, yeah, makeup vendors here. They want to sell it off. But for we, that's what I mean. For example, I don't go into a makeup store not knowing what to buy, or them recommend it. I already know what I want to buy, because I know why I am buying it. Okay, so make this beauty blender. Yes, I know some people use brush to actually, you know, or you can even add a small brush. Like for me, I love this brush a lot. Why I love it? Because it's small and it can go into my eyes, like in case I want to do like powder on my highlights, you know, I can just, so it's small, you can just have something like this for, you know, situations like this, something that can go into your eyes like this. You cannot start using this one now to do like, so it's too big, right? So just for your highlight purposes, for precision, you know, you get it. All right, so any question about these brushes so that we can move to products? Any question? Does anybody have any question? And if you don't have any question, please say I don't have, so that I can proceed. Foundation brush. So now that is why I said a beauty blender. You can actually buy a foundation brush, but I'll kid you not, this is a foundation brush actually. I kid you not, you would need a beauty blender than a foundation brush. Beauty blender helps, especially if you're a beginner, it helps you. I'm so sorry. So beauty blender, especially for beginner, if you are just starting at your makeup, you need a beauty blender to soak in your see, beauty blender gives you all the flawlessness that you need. And again, powder foundation brush is not bad, you can actually use it, but if you're starting out, beauty blender will just be your friend. So, and again, yes, how to use beauty blender, please, you do not every time you want to use it, please make sure that it's damp. I wish that you all can touch it. I will do a video on that, of course, when we start doing the practicals. So beauty blender is your best friend if you're just starting out. The reason is because if you're using a foundation brush, you cannot use it for your contour. You still have please let me take water. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. So you can use a beauty blender. Sorry, you can use a foundation brush. But now the thing is, if you're using a foundation brush, you need a contour brush, you need a blush brush. Yeah, just loading yourself with brushes, which is not a bad idea, because if you use this foundation brush now, you cannot use it for your contour, because sometimes you need to go back with your your beauty blender to check areas that, thank you Fola, to check areas that probably did not. For example, now I can always go back with this beauty blender now to say, okay, I want to use it to pick up my foundation. So what I'm just going to do is check the side that I use for foundation and use it to go over the foundation, for example, or take the side that I use for my blush, because you have to section your beauty blender in a way that you can use it for. So now I already know this side was the part that I used for my foundation. I use this side for what's it called now, for blush. As you can see, is red. I use this part for contour. So in case I want to go back now and say, okay, I want to just build up again. If you use the foundation brush and then you have used it for contour, you can't go back, because by the time you are going back to say, oh, this part now I need to add more foundation there, you've already added contour there, and you know that contour is dark, so you cannot use it again. So you have to have separate brushes for you have a separate brush for foundation, for concealer, for contour, for brush, and then before you know it, you already makeup artist. You understand what I mean, eh? Hanette the fashionista. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I would recommend beauty blender, especially if you're working on a budget. But if you're not working on a budget and you can do both beauty blender and all these brushes added to the rest of it, why not do it? Jigger. So that's about. Any other questions so that we move? Okay, so in the absence of no other questions, so let's move to makeup products. So again, I would say sometimes for example, you have the right to, now this is your set of brush, yeah, like your personal set of brush. You have the right to, and you don't have the right products, it's going to be a disaster. All right, thank you, Kemi. So in as much, so this class, the training we are doing here is just as important as the products we are going to be buying. So because it's of no use that you now learn everything and then you don't have, for example, you don't have products, or you don't have a good product. So that moves me to, so I'm going to be ranking these products now from in order of importance, right? So when it comes to makeup product, there are some things that are non-negotiables. I like to say that they are non-negotiables, right? And they are the they are the must-haves. These are things that you must have. For example, you must have brushes, and you must have a beauty blender. Do you get? So you must have it to start your makeup journey, because if a farmer that is going to the farm without a hoe or a cutlass, I don't know what you're going there to do. So you need tools, and then you need products. Or you want to go and plant corn, you don't even go with the corn, you just went to the farm with your hoe and cutlass. So where's the corn? Will you end up planting yourself? No. So I'm going to move on to the first thing we're going to talk about is moisturizer. Hey, if you are subscribed to my channel, for example, before now, you will know that I rave about it, because You don't want to apply products on directly on your skin. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that on you. You flake yourself out. So let me just bring so you need a moisturizer. So for this video I'm using this one. Jesus. So you need a moisturizer. That's the first thing you need. You see, you must buy a moisturizer. So somebody asked me a question that, is it different from the one I rub on my face? It might not be different. It might be. So I don't know the moisturizer you're using for your face. So what I usually would advise is that even if you already have a moisturizer that you're using on your face, I would suggest that if you have a smaller version of that moisturizer you're using, buy a smaller one and put in your makeup bag, so that once you want to do your makeup, your bag is out and then you have everything you need inside of it. Not like, oh, you now rush, you go and pick up moisturizer, you now apply it. For example, anytime I'm going out, I have a face cream. So anytime I want to apply my makeup, I don't bother to even apply it on my face, because I know that once I'm going to my makeup section, I already have. Is it necessary to always use eyelashes? No, it's entirely unnecessary. I'm not wearing eyelashes right now. You just need a good mascara. It's optional. But I'll tell you for a short, if I wanted to look penguin than I look right now, lashes would change the entire game for me. So lash will take your makeup from 50 to 100 in a minute. But is it compulsory? No, it's not. You can actually do without it. For example, I'm not wearing any false lashes. It's just my lashes. I just use mascara to comb my lashes and do my bottom lashes, and I still look pink, don't I? All right, so you need a moisturizer. That's the first thing you need. And then you need a primer. Not to prime is a crime. I tell you, I kid you not. You need a good moisturizer and a good primer. See, take it from me. So this is the primer that I used today. So I rave about this particular primer. This is from Miss Mrs. It's Aqua Grip Primer. So I think somebody submitted an assignment and she has Elf primer. I think it's Azera Fabrics. You have Elf. So this is a Nigerian brand. Is a dupe for Elf. Oh Lord God, it is really nice. So this has a grip effect. That's why it's called grip. So once you apply it on your skin, it helps your foundation to grip onto your skin. I think I've done a video to show the grip effect it has. So I'm going to be so it helps your foundation and the rest of your product to grip onto your skin so that it's not moving. Yes, I will. So is this too? That, see, another thing is there are so many. I will recommend Blossom is good. What's it called? Miss Metis is good. Blossom or Miss Metis. This is a budget friendly. I think Blossom is 9,000. Blossom is 7.5, and Miss Metis is 9.5 thereabouts. These two products are this Blossom, although this is not the primer, this is the serum. So I used the primer. I think it's out. So I used both the primer and the serum, but either one can work. But I will recommend that you buy the primer. Send me money. Let me go and buy it for you. So this is the, what's it called? The serum, but the primer of this thing has like a soothing effect that I love. I've used it on my channel before. It's really, really amazing. I ran out of it. I've not replaced it. So because I still have this one, I'm still using this one. And this is a primer that I'm going to be recommending to this class. I kid you not, Miss Metis does not know that I'm doing this. But again, any product that works, I will rave about it. So there is Miss Metis, there's Hagar and Esther primer. It's but this one, because of the grip effect it has, it helps your makeup to it helps your makeup to to grip onto your skin for longer hours. So this is the secret to my makeup lasting. One of the secret actually to my makeup lasting a whole day. I kid you not, if I want to go on about today and for another 12 hours, this is exactly how my face is going to look. I think Kemi saw me on Sunday. I did a video of, you know, text running my face for 8 hours after makeup. I'm going to send it in the group after this this class. So Kemi, you know, you saw me on Sunday. If you, my face did not move, like, you know, even after 8 hours. I use this primer every time I wear my makeup, and it's chef kiss. So that's primer and moisturizer, a must. If you don't use these two, you are doing something terribly wrong. And that is, so now this is what we call skin prep, right? I'm going to teach you all of that. So this is what we use for skin prep, which is prepping your skin for what is to come. So you must prep your skin with a moisturizer, and of course prime your face, prime your skin as well. So this is what you need: primer. And sometimes I use more than one primer if I want to, but for starters you can actually use one primer, one moisturizer. It's okay. All right, I don't know if you got that. So then when you finish your foundation, your moisturizer, the next thing we're talking about today is foundation. So again, this thing is called foundation for a reason. It's called foundation for a reason. It's not a nickname. It is what it is. It's the foundation of everything that you're going to be doing. Everything. So you want to get this right. And please, I know that, you know, we have talked about the classes of makeup. If you can afford a high-end foundation, by all means, please buy it. But if you cannot, please invest in buying a medium-end foundation. It will do you good, because at the end of the day, your base product is what determines the entire outcome of your face. I kid you not. I've seen all of you that submitted your assignment on the kind of makeup that you like. All I'm seeing is a good foundation and a good powder that has come to play. So this is what you need to invest. This is where your investment is: foundation and powder. Again, I will be recommending House of Tara foundation. These two foundations are from the House of Tara. Why I brought this today, so that I can tell you the difference. Okay, so these two, so actually House of Tara has 3 different kind of foundation. Let me bring out the one. Yes, it comes in this form. Let me bring the one that has the brand clearly written on it. See, because of, you know, I do not want to drag any brand. You know, some of you sent me some foundation that I cannot come and say that is not good. But, and because of this video, I have them here. I will not bring them out because I have bought it, I have tried it, and it did not work. It did not, I cannot recommend it. So I don't want to call any brand here. So I'm just going to call out what is working for me. So again, the fact that I said that if one product is working for another person does not mean that it will work for you. But there are some products that, you know, before you see somebody that says it's not working, oh my Lego, it will be very hard. And one of such products is this Asotara product. So yeah. Hey God, may I not bring out this brand now that I talked about? I don't want to mention. So yeah. Good evening, sir. So yeah, Asotara has 3 different. Oh Lord. So this is, again, I'm recommending this brand. Hey, Tara Duroto is not my mommy. She's not the one that gave birth to me, but she's my mother when it comes to business. Anyways, I love her. So she's a businesswoman. I love women that are successful. Then the Asotara has 3 different kinds of foundation for now. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. But for me, I always recommend these 2. I hardly recommend these 2 unless the person is already using this. I use it, but if we're saying picking from order of which one is best, I'll put this one. If I'm to pick 2, I'll pick this one, these 2, and put this one aside. So now this one is medium to coverage, and it is for all skin types. I kid you not, it's for all skin type, medium to full coverage. This one is medium coverage. Okay, so these two are not of the same price. This one retails for 10,000 naira. This one is 10,000 naira, is a medium coverage foundation, and this one is 20,000 naira. So if you ask me which one you should go for, I would say either of both, actually, especially when you are working on a budget. But if you say, oh, I have the money to go for anyone, which one do we recommend? Of course, there's a reason this one is twice the price, right? So of course I'll recommend this one. Hey, this one is let me not talk too much. This one is the secret to my makeup. Kid you not, both on clients, both on myself. And I would recommend this to anybody. This one will give you, is a medium end, but it gives a high end finish. Yes, you can take that to the bank. I said it. Because why I sometimes recommend Nigerian brand is because, one, if you're working on a budget, yes, I would recommend, because our products, have our skin color in mind. And then House of Terror has wide range of, foundation selection to pick from. You will hardly see someone that will say, well, I didn't find my shade there. It's not possible. So if you have 20,000, please buy this one. If you're working on a budget, you can pick this one. This one is medium coverage. Yes, is medium coverage, not like this one, right? But it has a buildable coverage. Like maybe if you coat it once, you can coat it again, which sometimes you don't actually need to. I use any one at any time. Sometimes I even mix both. It depends on my mood, because hey, this product does magic. Okay, I hope that you learned something today. So again, I will show you a proof that I wore that makeup for 8 hours when I did the video, and if I wanted to go another 8 hours, I would have still done it. And I attend all 3 services in my church. You can ask anybody. I do all the dance, in my church. We are people of excitement. We sabi shout, we sabi express ourselves, and I do not even bother about my makeup at all, because I know what I use. I know what is on my face. I know that it will not move, no matter how sweaty the area is. Yes, some of you will have more sweaty glands than probably some. If you just sweat, I don't used to say dab your face. No, don't dab your face when you are sweating. Just find, use a fan to dry your face. Don't use a handkerchief or a tissue or whatever. Just use a fan to place on your face. Or if you see AC, go and submit your face there, let it dry down. So you don't use handkerchief or tissue to dab on your face. If not, you leave patches. It's makeup, not cement. So yeah, as makeup, when you're sweating, don't dab your face with tissue or with a towel, or with a face towel. Allow it to have a hand fan in your bag. If you know that you have sweaty, I would send you the reviews of some clients that and it's not because let me not talk too much. Please tell me that you will buy these products, because I want you to try it. In fact, for everybody that I have sent, I've recommended this product to, I have one response. Why have I not seen this product? Why am I just realizing this product now? I kid you not. I don't want to call any brand, any high end. It's equivalent to some high end brands. I kid you not. So you are using, like, say 20,000 to get the worth of 70,000 or 80,000 or 120,000. I kid you not. But if you have money to buy high end, I'm still your girl. I'll help you get it. Okay. So that's the most. I actually wasted time on this foundation, because most of the time this is where people get it wrong. People concentrate on eyebrows, eyeshadow, and don't get the foundation thing right. So you need one foundation that caters to your skin type, your skin tone, and of course your shade. You need your shade. You need to do your shade. You need to wear foundation that is your shade. And then you need to, so why I recommend this a lot is if you know that you have sweaty glands, which of course your primer is going to come to play, but you excrete oils a lot, for example. Excuse me. You excrete lots of oil. I'll say, please invest in this. It's an investment, and a little of this product goes a very long way, because the one thing about foundation is, what foundation and powder is, that once you're using a good foundation, you just need little what's it called now, little powder to go on it. Okay, little. So once your foundation is good, you just need a little of a good powder on it, and girl, my oh my, you are going as if you own the whole world. Okay, so make sure that we make right choices. Don't learn this class finish you and just buy anything you want and just feel like, oh, Charity taught me this. If you're not using the right product, no matter what I teach you, it's going to be a waste. So moving on to contour. Okay, now this is where you can actually play. All right, you can decide to use any dark, I said it. I know that some people will not want me to say this. You can decide to use any dark foundation or concealer as your contour. Yes, please, anyone, drugstore, use it. It will still give what it's supposed to give you. Drugstore, if you see a dark powder that is like, say, 5,000, buy it for your contour. So, but for me, I don't have such for, actually, I don't. This is Maybelline, what's it called now? Cacao. I don't know if anybody knows this product. It's a dark powder. I use it for my contour. It's singular like this. I use for my contour. This is for powder contour, but I use a foundation. Why I would recommend I use a dark foundation for your cream contour is because, once you use wait, I'm coming. So for example, this is another Tara product, but it's a dark foundation for me. That is somebody's shade, actually. For me, I use it for my contour. It's a dark foundation. I use it for my contour. So why I would always recommend foundation is because it has a lighter weight. This kind of foundation, it's very light. In fact, the two foundations are very lightweight. It's not something that you're wearing and it's looking like you have the whole world on your face, and then when you sweat, it's dramatic. So use a dark foundation as your contour. I have a video which I'm going to send to you people. I don't know if I will send, which I have a detailed contour. Don't worry, we're going to have a physical class. I told you, but before then, we're going to be having practicals on this channel. So please plan to have products. Plan it. So you can use like a dark foundation to go over your contour, right? Then moving on to blush. Okay, so this is where the trick is. Blush is very simple. So blush is something that you can see a lip color that you like and put on your cheek. It has become blush, right? You can be very, very creative with your makeup. You can see a pink lip color that you like and you put on your cheek and you like the feel of it and it's become blush. Or you can buy blush if you want, but although blush is still optional, right? You can decide to do without it. But in this day and age, who is not doing blush? I don't think there's anybody that's not doing blush. So then when we talk about concealer, this is where I specialize. I think my favorite part of makeup is the concealer and the contour part, because it kind of brings everything together, right? So we're talking about concealer, and I'm going to be using this concealer as my example. Where's this going? Yeah. So concealer comes in different packages. For example, it depends on the brand, depend on the brand you're buying from. So you can have concealer come this way. This is actually a concealer from V Beauty. This is not Tara. So to tell you that, it's not because of, I didn't mean I came here and I'm telling you all the products you buy is from Tara. No. So not because I have Tara concealer, but I have tons of Tara concealer. So one of the reasons I have this Tara concealer because it's very affordable. So it's really affordable. It comes like your normal pro concealer. So this is Tara. You see that? So this is V Beauty. So some of it comes in this form, some of it comes wait, I have another one that I will use for this class. Where is that? My Revlon. Some of it comes like a lipstick. Yeah, you see that? So it depends. I think that's about how it all comes. So it's either you have it in a pot like this. So see that? So this one you have to use a brush, which you can use that your eyebrow, your concealer brush that you use for your eyebrow to pick it up and apply it on your face. Or you can as well use a pro concealer. Like this one has a brush mouth, you can apply it directly on your eyes. Then, or it comes like this, you can apply. So depends on the brand that you are buying. So this is how your concealers come, different brands, different packages. So this one is Revlon concealer, this one is Tara concealer, this one is V Beauty concealer, different prices. I think this is the most affordable of them all. This one is Nigerian brand. It's not a Nigerian brand, this is a foreign brand. I know that foreign brand not cheaper. Okay, so moving on. So when it comes to powder, yay, that is where you should actually invest your own powder, because chances are there are some days that you're not in the mood to wear foundation. Yeah, so you want a good powder that has great coverage as well, that can stand alone. Not exactly like, okay, like your, what's it called, like your like your foundation, but you know that I don't have the time to do foundation, highlights and all of that. You just want to, throw in your foundation, your powder. You need a good powder. Again, I would recommend House of Tara powder, because you're using House of Tara foundation, so you might as well use the powder. But I'll tell you, for free, House of Tara powder is quite not cheap. So in fact, the powder is more expensive. No, there's powder for 20k, there's powder for 25k. So I have the palette here. So this is my House of Tara palette. So, but then again, I said it in the beginning of this class that when you are starting your own makeup, you want to avoid things like palette and sets. But if you have the money, you can buy it. Why you can buy a palette is because if you want to do your makeup, you would have, see, I don't chop this brand, they should even run me my check, because I do a lot of free propaganda for them. Although if anything is working, I would rave about it. So see, as I don't chop this one, I don't chop this one finish, I don't chop this one finish, I don't, hey, this is darker shade on this palette. So yeah, that's about it. So one of the reasons why palettes will be good for you is for days that you want to do contour, highlights and all of that, because you need a bright powder for your highlights. The reason why you see this place is shining is because I applied a bright concealer and a bright powder there. So you need a bright powder, you need a dark powder, and you need your shade of powder. Although the bright and the dark powder is optional, you can actually do without it. But if you want to look pink for the sake of what you're learning, you want to see, if you learn this thing and you use the product that I recommend, I promise you, when you show up maybe with your makeup, people would think that you are always paying makeup artists to do your makeup every Sunday. So I remember when my sister, when I was working with House of Tara, my sister will always be going to church and she would say, oh sis, come and do my makeup for me. So I got tired one day and I'm like, you know what, sit down, I gotta teach you this thing, right? So I bought some Tara product for her at the time, and then I taught her how to do her own basic, because where she was working at that time, it's expedient that you wear makeup, right? So she was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And then I sat her down and I taught her how to do her own basic makeup. You guys see, she went to church she went to work the next day, and they asked her like, does your sister do makeup? She's like, yeah. She said, But I did it, and I know they argued with her. Of course, they had to place me on video call. I'm like, yeah, she did that herself. Like, she did what? So if you apply the principle, that's why this class is a little bit more intense. I would have done 2 days class, rush you guys, and then most of you will come back and register for my class. But I said, let me do something that it will be worth your while, worth my while, and then you would also be grateful that it happened. Trust me, most of you might not be needing me for makeup if you actually apply this principle. Although you will need me for makeup, because how about when you want to go and sign the check in government house? You need a professional makeup touch. What do you think? All right, so that's, can we hear me? I think the comments stopped coming. Can we all hear me? If you can hear me, please drop a comment so that I know that I'm not, talking to myself or talking to my phone. Okay, ma. So now moving on, we are going to move to eyebrows. Ooh, chat. Eyebrows. So now this is the thing. Eyebrow is not rocket science. Like, it's not something that you just like be, for example, now you see my eyebrows, I did not use concealer on it. I just applied it that way. And because I have a good base, that's why everything look put together. So you see my eyebrow, I did not conceal nada. I just used my eyebrows. And trust me, I used the regular Davis pencil. That's what I used. I don't know how much it retails for now, because when I usually would buy, I buy it in the pack. So I don't know how much it retails for now, but it's less than 1,000 naira, I promise you. So I buy the regular Davis pencil. In fact, that's what I use. I'm going to show you. Look at it. This is what I use. I just sharpened it and I used it on my eyebrows, and I kid you not, I did not highlight, right? It looks like I did, but I did not. I just make sure that my hand is steady, and then I used the regular. But if you want to go, above and beyond, you can buy all those eye pencils that come in retractable. Like, I don't know if anybody knows Beauty Line by Didi eye pencil. That one, you don't need to sharpen it. It's a retractable. So wait, hold on. I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore because I'm a businesswoman. I do makeup for a lot of people, so I need profit. So yeah, so that one, it comes like this. Is like a retractable. It's an eyebrow pencil. Although this is a lip liner. So but it comes, this is what called retractable, things that you can retract like this. You see that? So their Beauty Line by Didi has that eye pencil. It's a retractable eye pencil, so you don't need to sharpen it. You just retract it and then use it straight to draw your eyebrows. But if you're working on a budget, you can try Davis. This is the cheapest pencil in market. You can ask anybody. It's the cheapest pencil in the market, but it gets the job done. So that's why I said there's some non-negotiables, but there are some things that you can just play around, right? So you can buy this pencil from Davis. You can actually send your money. I will help you buy. In fact, let me be the one to shop for you, please, by all means. Right. Then you need a concealer, the same concealer that I advertise, the same concealer that you use for your under eye, either this one or that one. Any one that you choose to use for your under eye is what you're going to use for your eyebrows. So yeah, it's not like you need another concealer for eyebrows. That's what you're going to use. Sometimes if I mix my concealer with a bit of my foundation, because I want it to look really, really natural. I don't want the whole highlight thing. I want it to look really, really natural, something close to what I did. Like this one I didn't highlight them, but if I wanted to highlight a bit, I'll just mix my foundation a bit with the concealer so that it kind of reduces the brightness, because I just wanted to have like, a feel that, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So, and that's about it for the eyebrows. Then for eyeshadow, yeah, this is where I love so much. So you need eyeshadow, and when it comes to eyeshadow, I think this is one part that you can actually cheat. You can do their cheat code. So you can use, do you know that you can use this powder that I said you can use for contour. You can actually use it for your eyeshadow. Like, yeah, that's what I did today. Yeah, I just used that So so you just use that brush I say you can use to pick out any powder as dark as this. You can actually use it for your eyeshadow, especially for your crease part. For this part, use it to pick up your brown, put it here and blend it out. Sometimes I even go as far as putting everything around it. Let me just do what I mean. So I just use this. See, yeah? So it will give you like a brownish effect, like like so makeup is just, knowing the tricks, right? But then what you shouldn't compromise is a good liner, is a good eyeliner. You don't need to because by the time you sweat, if it's a bad eyeliner, it will definitely smudge and you don't want to look like a masquerade. So you need a good eyeliner. You don't have to, compromise on that. So you need a very good eyeliner, which I will recommend. So there is one of, so I'm going to recommend this one. I'm going to recommend this Tehila, but this one, thank you, ma. I'm very honest too. So I'm going to recommend this one from Tehila, but I would say for beginner, use it only for the top part. Then for your bottom lash, for your bottom line, I would recommend House of Tara retractable black eyeliner, the best in the market. Why is that? Because this one, I use this one actually for both top and bottom, but sometimes it smudges on the bottom. To be very honest, I'm not even going to lie, I don't like it on my bottom, but I use it anyway. But because I'm a makeup artist, I cover up for it, but smudges on the bottom sometimes. But that retractable eyeliner from House of Tara is really, really amazing. In fact, it's one of the best selling products that House of Tara has, because it does not smudge. So I don't have a picture of it. I don't even have it here, so I would have shown you, but let it be. I think it's retailed for 5,000 naira. So you just buy that one strictly for your under eye, because that side is really, really like, it's really what's the word, sensitive. So you want something that is teary, is sensitive to tears, right? Then it's not like you don't need eyeshadow. You need eyeshadow, but there are some things that you can actually do without. You need eyeshadow that has colors, for example, matte. I will still take a class on eyeshadow on its own, right? But I'm just telling you things that you can do, just to be about it. Like, I will not lie to you, you see the way my face looks together. I purposely did this makeup with this all bag that I did, and makeup with this. With the way there's no door that I knock that they will ask me, what are you looking for? Like, you're not supposed to be here. They will be asking me, ma, did you park outside? Because I'm looking put together. But the trick to this kind of makeup that I did right now is that I have a good base. My primer, my moisturizer, my foundation and powder is so. That's why I rave about having quality products for your base. So it's the base product. Don't let anybody tell you that it's the brows, it's the clinical, it's the So you have to make sure that whatever you're using is working. I don't know if you guys feel me. So we're going to move. So again, and then mascara, because it's not every day that you'll be using what's it called, tweezer to go with your eye and be doing eyelashes. Although if you can, why not? But you need a very, very good mascara, very, very good one. There's so many out there in the market, I kid you not, but you need a very good one. So, but I think the most popular mascara now is this one. How many of us use this one? How many of us use this particular mascara? I think that's the most popular one. You can actually use this one, but there are other ones too that are quality that you can use, like so many that I can actually recommend if you don't want to use this one. So there are some that you use once you comb your lashes once, child, it will be giving you like false eyelash effect. So but you can actually use this one if you have it, but it's just like Again, there's some things that you cannot compromise. You can compromise it, so you can be using this one, or you can invest in buying a good mascara, because at the end of the day, for days that you want to do this kind of eyeshadow that I say that you can do with your powder, you actually need a good mascara. I kid you not. You actually need a good mascara, to just comb your eyes and then do your bottom lash. This is one part I will show you how to do it. Don't worry. We're just learning the product. I hope we are learning something. Right. So again, we move on to the lip. So again, you need a very, very good lipstick. That is where your investment should be, because if you are wearing lipsticks that crack, trust me, you can lose a deal because of wearing a lipstick that, I've heard it before, that somebody lost a deal because she was wearing a cracked lipstick, that somebody, the person interviewing her was like, if she cannot pay attention to her lipstick, like what is the tendency that she pay attention to, what they're about to do. The thing is, you don't want to be caught on fresh. You don't want to be caught off guard. So invest in a good lipstick. Again, I will recommend the House of Tara lipstick. It's, in fact, let me tell you, when it comes to House of Tara, if you don't buy anything, buy their foundation, powder, and lipsticks. Their lipstick collection is the best in the market. And I kid you not, like, for every time that I have done my makeup, it's always like, child, like, what did you use? So I'm going to show you a video. I think it's on my YouTube. Is it on my YouTube now? Okay. So I'm going to be, so there are sometimes I will do like a red lipstick. That's what I have, like the best color selection when it comes to their lipstick. I kid you not. Like, when I was at Tara, I would sell their foundation, sell their lipstick, because it was too good for the price. Again, this is another brand that gives you high end with a medium end price. Like, it's affordable, but is the best. In fact, every time I do like a sit down videos on my channel, people are looking at my lipstick. It's House of Tara. They sell the best nudes, the best reds. Yes, we can take it to the bank. I said this. Arrest me. Call police for me. Let me talk. Get anybody who do and pass them. Let me tell you. So look at it. Everything you see here, I'm a makeup artist. I deal with brands. I have bought tons of lipsticks, but everything you see here is mostly House of Tara. Nobody does it better. Like, look at that. Look at it. Are you seeing that? Look at it. I kid you not, everything here is Tara. Is Tara lipstick, because most of the times the reason why people call me back for makeup is my lip game, and of course my foundation, my skin. You guys, all of this is what's it called? Is Tara. Are you feeling what I'm feeling? Please buy. They have like the best everything. I kid you not. Look at it. This is red. This is burgundy. They have nudes. They have, like, invest in a good lipstick, because once you have a good foundation and powder, your good base, and your lipstick game is, trust me, you are good to go. It's finished. Otipari. So nude. So as a woman, you need a nude lipstick, a nude gloss. Yes, there's some glosses that are nude. For example, I used to retail this, but I think they don't have it anymore. This was like my best nude gloss. Where is it now? They don't retail this anymore, and I feel so bad. I think this is Kahina. We had it then. It was like their best selling. So this is a lip gloss. Actually, it's a gloss. It's not a lipstick. It's a gloss that has color, and every woman needs a good gloss. But they retail Beauty Lamp by Didi right now, lip gloss. So, but this is their nude lipstick. I kid you not, the best in the market. Like, see, let me tell you, buy the House of Tara lip. If you don't buy anything from House of Tara, please, these are things that you should buy. You should invest in. Buy the lip gloss, the lipstick, and foundation and powder. And please, they are under eye, the waterline eyeliner. So again, I'm being a little bit honest. I hope that brands still call me because I'm exposing too much. So but then again, God is a reward and a rewarder. So they have like the best lip color selection. So please, if you don't buy anything from them, these are places that your investment should go. And then when it comes to eyeshadow, you just need an eyeshadow. Like maybe you want to pop color on your eyeshadow, you just need an eyeshadow primer and eyeshadow. You just need an eyeshadow primer and you need eyeshadow. See, this particular one, I will not say, oh, buy this particular one. So it just depends on your kind of person. Are you somebody that like a bit of a shine? There are so many, you know, just tell me what you want. So eyeshadow is something that I don't think you should, you know, spend so much time trying to buy the expensive eyeshadow. Yeah, I hope that brands will not kill me for saying this. Eyeshadow is something that you can actually tweak. You can use even the cheapest eyeshadow and it gives you with an eyeshadow primer and it gives you like a high-end result. Yes, I said it. So eyeshadow is something that you can actually tweak. Just use, so you need eyeshadow primer and eyeshadow with a good liner, and girl, you look up together. And then these days now, once you put lashes on top of your eyes and the base is good, forget it, you are good to go. So I don't know if we are learning something for learning. So what have I not talked about? Then for setting powder, okay, when it comes to setting powder, you need it too, but it's still another optional product. You need setting powder, you know, because at the end of the day, you need it, but it's optional. You can actually do without it, I kid you not. But if you can, please buy it. So you need setting powder. So I just wanted to be taking note of all of this so that you know in the order of importance it is. You need setting powder and you need a setting spray. Yes, you need a very good setting spray, not just anyhow spray. You need a good, so there are different setting sprays in the market, like this one, this popular one that everybody has, Kiss Beauty. Wait, let me see if I have it. Do I even have it? I think I stopped buying it, I can't remember, but let me see. I think I still have the container. Yes, I do. Is this Kiss Beauty? Yes. So I have the container. I think it's out already, but I don't know why do I still have this container. So this is the Kiss. This is a setting spray, but this one, you know, when you use it on yourself, you now think that, oh, that's what is going to make my makeup last. No, child, that's not what is going to make it last. There are different kind of setting spray. This one will just set all the powdery things that you have done. For example, you have contoured, you have highlighted. Look at them. You want to just like bring everything down. Let me see. You see why I don't see that? So I don't use setting spray because somehow I really don't. But if you must buy something that will make your makeup to last, how many of us know this product? How many of us know this product? You've seen it, you've used it. How many of us know this product? See, the name is what it is. Seal it. This one is seals your makeup. You know, when you buy meat and you put it inside Ziploc bag and then you seal it, this is it. So when you have done everything that you have done and you want to seal it, you use this. This one is not cheap. It's 20-something thousand naira. But there's a smaller one. I think it retails for, is it 18,000 now? Ah, okay. If you're just seeing it for the first time, this is So Pro Cosmetics. Please, if you have seen it before, comment below. Let me know that you have seen it before. This is from So Pro Cosmetics. This thing went viral in 2023. Was it now? Or 2022? Like, everybody was, everybody was using this thing. But trust me, your girl, I had to do my research. I had to find out if I actually needed it. And when I bought it for the first time, I used it on a client. And she was like, you know what, Charlie, my makeup did not even move. Like, what did you do to my face? And like, so I had to check, like, what did I add to my cart? You know, thank you for that. And I realized that it's this thing, right? So if, oh, child, let me on myself. So they've taken it, like, they even tried today. So So can we see? Right, so I think that's although we have come to the almost the end of the class, so this is it. Still it, this is what you use to seal your makeup. Like, you finish your makeup, you want it to last all day without touching it and all of that. Try you need it, but I kid you not, for me, I don't use setting spray, me in personal. And I'm not going to say you shouldn't use setting spray. I will not say you shouldn't use setting spray. Please use setting spray. For me, I don't. That's because I'm just okay with everything I've done on my face. I don't need to lock it. So that's why my prep game and my primer game is top notch. So, but I use setting spray for my client too. That's why I have it. Before you see me use setting spray, I'm just being honest, because so that you don't watch my videos and you don't see me using the setting spray. And I'm like, so she just wanted us to buy it. No, for me personally, I don't use setting spray, but when I'm doing makeup for other people, I use setting spray, because I don't know your skin. I don't know where you're going. I don't know how busy you'll be. So I need to lock it. All right. So now, question time. Let me have your questions. Okay. But I look good, man. Please let me have your questions down in the comments. What I'm going to be giving an assignment. I hope that we all, listened. Hope that we all listen attentively, because I want to know it. So again, your lip, the must-haves: your foundation, your in fact your skin prep, moisturizer, primer, foundation, powder, and then your lipstick and a good eyeliner. These are things that you have to invest. Don't just buy any drugstore products. Yes, I said it. Don't just buy, invest in it. Again, I've said it. House of Tara has foundation of 10,000. They have the one of 20,000. Whichever one you can. That's what I'm doing, ma. I'm doing a recap now. Whichever one you can afford at the time, please buy it. And then make sure that you're using a good powder shade for yourself. Again, I would recommend the House of Tara. There's the one of 20k, there's one of 25k. Now, the good thing about using a powder that is good is that your foundation will always, you can use like 3 bottles of foundation and you're still using one powder. That's because once you apply, okay, I'm coming to that. So once you apply a good foundation, you just need a good base. Once you apply a good foundation, you just need a little touch of a good powder, just to secure the cream to not move. That's it. So you said, what's the difference between concealer and contour? Okay, concealer is a product. So concealer is a product. It's either dark or it's light. It's used for different things. It's used for highlight and contour. You get? So contour is using a dark shade to bring back the dimensions on your face, which is what you see that is happening around here. Contour, blush, and everything. Then highlight and contour is a technique. I don't know if that answers your question. So it's either you're contouring your face with a concealer or you're highlighting your face. I want to conceal my face. So it's either you're highlighting or you're contour. So I don't know if that answers your question, ma'am. Any other question, ma'am? I have seen makeup that is their exact skin tone. So because of the look I'm going for, I might have to mix products. But if I'm to recommend one product to that person, I might say, oh, buy this. But then again, that's why I would always recommend House of Tara products, because they have like ranges of products. If you see me mixing a product, it's not because of I do not see the shade in House of Tara. It's because I I'm looking for a warmth or a texture, like there's something, just like for example, you are cooking. I think I will use that. You also put panla fish. They are all the same brand of fish, but or there's you know, taste that it gives food. It's just for spice. You get so makeup is just like cooking, you know. So I don't know if I answered you, ma. So makeup is just like cooking. You're putting different fishes, but all on a fish, right? For the reason why you're putting different fishes is because you're looking for a particular flavor. I mean, speaking from my experience though, you're looking for a particular flavor, not because you cannot just use one fish. So ma, I don't know if I answered you. So yes, ma, thank you. So concealer and highlighting is the same thing. No, concealer is a product. So you can use concealer to highlight. For example, this is wait, I think you came late for the class now. For example, this is concealer, right? This is it. This is a concealer. It's a product. So a concealer is either light or dark. So once a concealer is dark, it becomes something that you can use for contour. It depends on the skin tone. And then once it's light, it becomes something that you can use for highlights. So that's the thing. So I don't know if you get what I'm saying. This is a concealer. Ouch. So this is a concealer and this is a concealer as well. So these two concealers are light. So I cannot use it for contour, but however, I can use it for highlighting. Highlight, maybe by the time we get to that class, maybe you understand more. Highlighting is you know, when you want to highlight your focal points, like for your under eye, your forehead, your bridge of your nose, cupid's bow, your chin. You want to highlight the areas that light will directly hit. For example, looking at me right now, the light is directly hitting on here, 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 here. So those are the areas that you highlight. You have to use a lighter product on that area, which most of the times is a concealer that you use, something that is like 1, 2, or 3 shades lighter than you. So use it your features. Do you get? So that's what you do with a concealer that is light. But once for example, this particular concealer now is light, yeah, I will not use it for my highlight. I use it to contour my face. So I'll put it here, you know, to bring back the light, to focus it on the center of my face. So I wanted to do a detailed class on just, you know, foundation, highlight, and contouring, because it's a very, very serious class. So I wanted us to learn it. So maybe that's why you don't understand. So you use contour to bring back dimensions, to the illusion of an oval face or put together, to concentrate the, what is it called, on the center of your face. I don't know if you get, ma. Does having a good skin prep and foundation help reduce an oily makeup after? Yeah. Yes. Very, very important. It helps like a whole lot. It does. In fact, if you are oily, you shouldn't skip it. Your skin prep game should be top notch. If you can't, say buy like 2 different type of primer. Like once you have gotten that one that I showed you people to, you know, to use all over your face, you can just use that one to go over your T-zones or even on top of it again if you can. But if you cannot, you can just, but a skin prep to control oil, very important, very, very important. It will help. So even if you're sweating, it's absorbing, a must. Any other question? Does anybody have any other questions? So like I said, we're going to have assignments. Please, 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 and please help me do my assignment. There's a reason I'm doing this. So please help me do the assignments. Again, for those of us that came early, I said that came late, I'm going to say it again. The reason why I am doing this free makeup class is not because I don't have what to do. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much. So the reason why I'm doing this class is because it's not because I don't have what to do. It's because God blessed me through someone that, you know, a couple of months ago, I got, someone invested into my career, which is my YouTube, and it was actually huge. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give back, like as a way of saying thank you to God, that he's mindful of what I'm doing, and that someone that is not even into makeup or YouTube just decided to bless me. And I said, let me just give back free. Again, if I am to teach this class and I'm charging for it, I will charge per person 50,000. After this class, you can help me to calculate 50,000 times 50. You will know that I would have been making a lot of money. So if I say do my assignments, do it. Don't let me be chasing you with assignments and say, oh, okay, do my assignment, help me do it. And then if I say you should buy a product, take my advice. Take it from me. You'll be happy that I did. It might not be a very comfortable place right now, but you need to. People are judging a book by its cover now. Like that book, people they judge them. Exactly. So cover the book. Everything now. You need to package yourself. I've said it before. I've entered rooms that ordinarily I wouldn't have entered if I wasn't wearing makeup. I was intentional about how I wanted to look, and when I got there, they had already opened the door for me before they realized I wasn't supposed to be part of it. But then don't late. It's already too late. So I've already come too far, and I got the deal. So that's just about it. You need to package yourself. Put yourself together. Don't come and tell us that it's we're all Christian. We are Christians, but Christian girls are hot. Like they're now. I don't say they are sexy. I say they are hot. That they are looking the parts. So polish yourself. Put yourself together. Put on makeup. I've shown you, things that you can do. You can just do brown eyeshadow, which I will show you in case you want to be doing colored eyeshadow. I will still do a class. We'll still talk about it. We have not gone into eyeshadow proper. We will. So I just want you to please take this thing seriously, because you never can tell. All right. So any other question? So that's why I'm doing this class. I have tons of things to do, like tons of. Since the day I created this form, I've not rested, because everybody wants to be a part of the class. But then again, I cannot teach everybody. I really want to, but I can't, because first of all, it's a number I want to be able to host, on the physical class day. So please, that's why I'm like, I can't let everybody see. My husband was even saying, okay, let me not say that. So because if the whole Lagos say I'm interested, where I won't put everybody. So that's why you see me sometimes I'm moving people and I'm adding people, because people are already on the queue. So please help me to do my assignments, right? So please, I hope that you learned something tonight. For those of us that are still on this live, I'm sorry that today took longer than necessary. See why I wanted us to. I knew that this particular class was going to take long, because I'm supposed to do tools different and then do makeup product different. But then I just said, let me put everything together and we just learn it once. We know that it's out of the way. So in our next class, we're going to be talking about how to know your foundation shade. This is another place where people get it totally wrong. They're using they're using a good brand, using everything, but it's not their shade. No matter how expensive it is. I said this in my video that I said, no matter how expensive your makeup is, your product is, if it's not your shade, it will look cheap. It will look like you went to rub dust on your face and you pretend, I know, it's expensive. I'm like, really? It's not. It's not the product. It's your application. How to match your foundation shade, how to know your shade. And I think some of you that opted to buy products are already in my DM sending their foundation shades and their pictures, and how to know your foundation shade, how to know what is working for you, how to know your skin tone, contouring, highlights, why you must do it, why you can do without, things like that. We're going to talk about all of it, you know. So that's our next class, and that is on Friday by 6 p.m. Please, let's endeavor to be there on time. Without any other question, I'd like to say thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. God bless you for even counting me, or even taking me serious. All right. I love you all so much, and as God has ushered us into the new the second half, God is going to bless every one of you. You have money to buy products. you you have money to buy makeup products. You have money for your business. God will open doors for you, rooms that you do not know, doors that you do not know. God will open it for you. And please, that's why you're learning this class. When God start opening that door, be ready to enter. Right? Be ready to enter. Be ready so that you don't have to get ready. Okay? So thank you guys so much. God bless you so much. And I will see you guys in the WhatsApp group. I'll be disturbing people until this class is over. I'll see you guys in the WhatsApp group for now. Bye-bye. And please, okay, let me not say that today. I'll reserve it for another class. All right. Again, please be on the lookout for my assignment. Bye. Please, if you have not submitted your name, please do, because I am going to take the attendance before I leave. Oh Lord. My house was built on you. I'm safe with you. I'm gonna make it through. Rain came, wind. I hope that I'm getting this correctly. Not said hi or asked any question at all, I will not be able to get your name. So just say hi so that I'll get it. I'm just taking a picture of it because I cannot, you know, I cannot take it one by one, so that I will end the live. Okay. All right. Can I have more names, more people? Please, if you have not submitted your name, please do, so that I can. Thank you, ma. For those of us that are, please, what stood out for you today? What did you learn new today? What did you learn today? What did you learn today? Please tell me that I did not waste your time, or I did not waste my own time too. It's really worth the time. It isn't waste of time. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you too, Mama. Thank you. Hi, Fola. Fola, I was looking for you. Came late today. So please drop what you learned in the class before you leave. Just tell me what you learned. Let me see. Let me see what you learned or what stood out for you. Let me know down in the comments, okay? Paulette Adaneme. Okay, I think I need to get that. Okay. Any other person? Today mosquito go bite me today because tell me why I left my door open. Because of light. Alright. Alright, thank you guys for your time. So I'm gonna end the live now so that I can go and rest. See you in the DM.